Okay, good evening, everybody. Since Snake killed this singer, it has not been easy. I remember almost every day, I remember the story. Do you understand? So, and ever since this story happened, a lot of people have said a lot of things. In fact, some snake specialists have come to talk one thing or the other, how you can notice that there is a snake in your room when you begin to hear some certain noise, your wardrobe, the ceilings, and other one, and that you will know that there might be presence of the snake. Do you understand? And I think this thing would have put a lot of fear in people's hearts, especially those living around that area of Abuja. The thing would have put more fear in them. And some people, while entering their room now, everywhere will be snakes to them. Do you understand? So it's not something of laughing or anything, but it was quite a sympathetic case. Do you understand? And some people attributed it to evil omen, as the thing was stage managed, and some people said it can happen. Do you understand? But why we all grew up in the village that was surrounded by forests and all that, so those things were there, but I can't remember those snake. Most times when snake bite some persons, either we went out to gather snail in the night, or you actually went to where they are and all that. But being surrounded by forests and all that, I've not recorded the history of somebody that was killed by the snake inside the room. Do you understand? Although that time the snake we used to see is this python, because in my place the tradition is they worship python. And that python used to be very repulsive, very irritating, because of the mark on his body, all over his body and all that. So sometimes we may be opening room and you see it right in front of at the center of the room. As you are opening the door, you will just jump and shout and scream. And when you scream, they will not they won't kill it. You just call one elderly man or something there. They will just come and put long stick, and they will use that long stick to touch it. It will coil on that long stick, and they will quietly carry it to the nearby bush, the one thick bush there. I think that was where the concentration of the python them are. Do you understand? So if you kill the python, you are going to bury the python like a human being. If you kill the python, they believe that a lot of things will happen to you. You have murdered their god or something of that nature. So when we got born again, really, we have nothing to do with snakes. So we couldn't really fight to that angle because we don't have any relationship with snake. But if you see it along, you call them, they come and carry and they go their way. We know that when people start getting born again, they will know how to, like now, that thick forest where there used to be a concentration of those pythons, those thick forests had been cleared. Do you understand? It had been cleared. So there's no resting place for them again. Ever since we don't see those pythons, I don't know where they have run to, whether they're underground now or something of that nature, but they don't bite. You may lie down on your pillow, something will be warm, and by the time you check, you now discover that you are lying on top of the python is under your pillow there. You just jump and scream, and they will come and carry the thing. It has not hurted anybody, and I can't remember anybody in our suburb, in our community that time that was, killed by snake in the room. In the room, I'm talking. But if you go closer to, maybe we went to bush to farm or something, or you are clearing bush and you are not careful, they might bite. But then we used to have local anti-venom. We have to see. It's just that civilization has robbed us of everything. So sorry to say this. Civilization has robbed us of even so many useful things, so many herbs, so many herbal remedies. People don't look at it again. Everybody is looking up to hospital, and the hospitals we are looking up to sometime, if you are not careful, they can't save your life. In those days, while we were growing up in the village, each family has anti-venom this thing, or this herbalist that are every community you see one herbalist or the other. So once there's a snake bite or dog bite, before you know it, they don't, that anti-venom local one used to be in one local would do like that too. So once they say snake, they will say go to so person, go to run to that one. Those people used to be holding people. They will go and carry the thing and give the person, he will swallow. And the thing say na magic, that is the end of it. I've never seen anybody that was rushed while we were growing up. I've never seen anybody that was rushed to hospital because of snake bite or dog bite. We usually have herbal remedy for that. But now, because of civilization, urban migration, those things are no longer appreciated. Do you understand? We jettison the one we have, and the people we are running to, sometimes they cannot help us. Do you understand? So when you will really know what is happening in hospitals in Nigeria is when you have some certain emergency. Then when you go to hospital, somebody that is bitten by a snake, why local remedy is better is that you don't have to queue in the line, you don't have to fill for card, you don't have to. So I'm saying this is so that even some of those people or Igbo people living along those areas where this snake are biting, when you go get home to village, ask them of all those mixtures, them it works. It was working. I said these few experiences we had when we were growing up, that the snake bite somebody or dog beat somebody, no hospital. They just carry that thing and they'll first of all tie that place so that circulation will be disturbed. So the moment they tie it, bam, they don't call. There must be somebody nearby. They will carry that thing, they will carry it in one local district, give you, you will drink it, and that is all. That venom is altered, nullified. Both dog, those days safe, they don't use all this anti-venom injection on dogs. We have local dog that are almost wide safe. They train them, they are wide, they move from one place to another, they chop shit, they do so many things. The reason why I don't eat dog meat is that because dog meat, I've watched dogs eating vomit and eating shit. So because of that, even if you say you train it English and do that, I will remember the experience. So once I remember the experience, I don't want to put dog meat into my mouth. Do you understand? So, but those days when those dog bite you or snake, there are no hospital. You go there one baba go just bring something. But these things gradually weeded away. We are completely relying on orthodox medicine, and most times they fail us, because if you have already been bitten by snake and you are rushing to the hospital, I would say that if you are in the village itself, look for that herbal, because that one you will not stay in the line. Not when you get to hospital, will any Nigerian hospital agree to talk to you? You will fill card, you will queue, get the card, fill it and all that before they will touch that person. And by that time, the venom already is going deeper and deeper into the bloodstream. Do you understand? Okay, this one now, the person that was narrating said she was on phone with the girl. The girl said she was rushing to the hospital. And with the thing, they tie him on hand. And then when they went to the first hospital, they said they don't have anti-venom injection. Then they now went to another hospital. And whether they now remove the thing the guy tie and they put drip. And that reminds me, all this drip in the hospital. Once you enter there, the next thing is drip. Sometimes they don't even check whether the situation demand that drip or not. The moment you take care of the PAM, they want to admit you in the hospital. Once you lie down, PAM, the next thing you will see drip. Then don't come, they begin to fire you with drip. I may know that there are some certain conditions that could be worsened by that drip. But that is the first thing. Once you go to hospital, they don't carry that their thing. They don't come with drip. I don't know. Most of these things, they do it because they want to, not necessarily that you need it to assign to be corrected. They need money. Because by the time you are going, when they begin to count all the drip you have taken, you take 10 drip, you take this thing. So that drip make everything serious. If you are not actually in drip, you will not feel admitted. When they write money, you will not be asking where is all this money. So they begin to bombard you with drip. And when I was in the village and we lost a cousin around 52 years. So, and the story was that he started having short swelling of the leg and shortness of breath. Do you understand? And they did their diagnosis. They said it's this thing, kidney issue. Okay, that kidney issue, they wanted to do dialysis. They said that it doesn't have enough blood. Now they started immediately transfusing. So as they were transfusing the blood, said there is some water content in the blood. There is water content in the blood. So as the blood is going, the blood is going with all the content, both blood aspect of both other this thing. I'm not a medical science, but there's blood content part of this. And they said that water content in the blood now is not good, even for the lungs, because the lung was weak and the guy died. So all this drip, somebody went to the hospital, allegedly, what we are hearing online. We analyze according to what we see online here. Do you understand? What we now see that they said they put drip. Is it drip? If that second hospital does not equally have the anti-venom, why not tell them? And the sister, they called that and that say it was on the way going. To say that the thing where person go no self, now to enter market immediately, begin ask all those. Let's not neglect our own natural remedy and be focusing on all this orthodox medicine. Sometimes they fail. Look at what happened to Chimamanda. The child, when he carry come holiday, no be the one will die for her hand. The guy said the lady is finding it difficult to cope. So now, as this very when something happen like this, sometimes take your phone and browse. That is one of the uses of the phone we are having. Some of you will be having iPhone 600, 12, 13, 14 Pro Max. But when in terms of emergency, you don't even know what to do with it. You can quickly browse online that time. If snake bites, oral remedy in case snake bite you. They may highlight one or two things. We that are parents, sometimes when our children go back to the dormitory, my child lives in the dormitory. Sometimes they can come back with all these lice and bed bug and all that, There was this one that some came back with the lice. And before I know it, lice I've not seen for close to 40 years coming from. At point, I was destabilized. But I just pick up my phone, I browse. They now said that we should use mayonnaise. You just carry mayonnaise, use it and all your this thing, carry it and soak all your hair. You wear a cap, put it overnight. 2 or 3 days, that lice is gone. And that was exactly what I did, and it went. Even bed bug, you can browse online. I'm not encouraging you that when you are sick, instead of going to see the doctor, you should browse online. No. But what I'm saying, in terms of emergency like this one, like this snake bite and all this thing, there is no, definitely before you go fit battle with the hospital and everything, the person is either gone halfway or is gone. So if oral remedy is sought after immediate, that one you no get card, you no get anything. But I doubt in the township now how the person can reach. But if it is in the rural area, or if it is where those things are bookies, all these people that somebody just snake bite somebody, they fit give you one thing. Where you go give that person immediately, say before now they talk when they run that to hospital something, free card, they do that one, make that one, then they work. You make those things, they work. I said when we are growing up, those things they work. When we are growing up, so many persons in my present dog bite them, all this one do them. It is those things that we are used, and the thing down, the thing went down. Even if you have this thing they call aquojuku, that aquojuku is anti-poison, anti-venom, anti-anything. If you have it, even dry one in your house at every time, you can use, as that thing happen, it can chew it, swallow the water. I am talking of oral remedies. But everything now categorized under a native doctor. Now, not like that. We have oral remedies that can help you. I know that many people are saying it's demonic, it's demonic. I can't rule that one out, because if you believe in God, you will still know that devil day. He ain't give him power. He has defeated him, but they still operate the worker. Do you understand? Everything still boiled down. Little girls, know where you go, know what you do, know whom you answer, and know whom you don't answer. But such things can be programmed. All these people, when they use people, they fit tell them, bring, you don't mind bringing him. Just bring so thing about him, keep here. We know how to get her. That's what they do in that kingdom. Do you understand? And they will send what they will send. The other day, somebody was telling me, I said, they say somebody is down with stroke. I said, how? This person is young. Well, they said they are dragging land, and that they sent a certain juju where they used to send. You go battle with that person overnight, and then in the morning, the person turned to be vegetable. So we need to pray hard. We need God's mercy, God's grace in our lives. One time ago, my uncle was maintaining 2 shops at Aba. One day, they said in one shop, 2 snakes were killed. And thank God, it didn't bite anybody. So some of these things could be projection anyway. But the little one we can do, let us do. When we have done assuming there was this girl who had taken some remedies, anti-venom, this thing, injection or herbal this thing, and this thing still kill her, will not know that, oh, this thing is really a projection from the infinite region. Do you understand? So now, whatever happened, for some of you that are already afraid, all your houses are looking like snake, there's no need to be afraid. The Bible said that the seed of the woman shall bruise the head of the serpent. And when Jesus came, that's the seed of the woman. He has already bruised the heart of the serpent. And I believe, and I stand of the word of God, that a snake cannot kill me in my room. We are walking in two kingdoms. Then they're in their kingdom and then my own. Do you understand? So we should always cover ourselves with prayers. We should mind where we go, who we friend. Do you understand? Who we friend, because the world is a mystery. There was a day that we are talking here when a man that is doing church in his bid to get a big church, he went there and they say, bring picture of your member. He brought the picture of the member. He now asked them, how will I go fit get them? They tell him, don't worry. The man say, he there one day, they call him in his church. When he reach there, the woman, they have already tied the woman, lay her. How they got the woman, nobody knows. So be careful who you follow, who follow you, who you answer, the kind of men you walk with. Some have actually sold their heart to the devil. Those things are messengers. Do you understand? But the Bible has already told us. It said it will frustrate this thing. It will frustrate the soothsayers, those evil people, so that they will not perform their enterprise. Do you understand? In our life, whatever they said they want to do, whatever a message they send them to do in our life, they shall not succeed in Jesus' name. And I speak from this end. This is the last time we hear that the snake collected a very fine girl like this. Beat a girl. There were 3 snakes. There were 4 snakes. If 4 snakes or 3 snakes or 5 snakes is in your house right now, I command those snakes to die on their own. Every snake on assignment in anybody's room, let that snake be roasted by fire. Including my room, everybody's room. Let that snake be roasted by fire in the name of Jesus. Because the seed of the woman has bruised the head of the serpent. He has no power again to kill children of God. This is an embarrassment. A young girl that is doing very well for herself. Snake say, snake no say. So please, let us look out for all these local remedies when something happened to us. Do you understand? Don't call. If you begin to call so many people, you get some suggestion. And I say browse. There are a lot of information stock online here for us. Just browse. In case snake bite somebody, what oral remedy can the person? They will do some. It works. I've told you the one that worked now. They say we should use mayonnaise. And I used it. It worked. Perfectly, it works. That was the end. So some of the things they recommend here, they work. But don't go when you are sick. You go and they say, I have malaria. You come, No, when it comes to prescription for sickness or diseases, doctors are the authority there, please. So that you don't get me wrong. But there are emergencies that you know quite well that the hospital cannot even help you before they finish everything they do. So oral remedy can help at that time. You can quickly browse. What can somebody do in case snake bite that person? They may say 1 or 2 things. Do you understand? And you quickly do, even as you are going to the hospital. Because that time, every minute counts. Every minute counts.